Now, of course, folks, when it comes to the modern audience that like modern day entertainment and video games, the brand new Fable coming out from Microsoft and Xbox, what comes to your mind?
Wanker.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my displeasure to bring to you the news that another Japanese game is being remade for a modern day Western audience. And which game are we talking about? Of course, it is Fatal Frame 2. And courtesy of Pirate Nation on X, this is what he had to say. But before I get to that, I need to check out this update on Nikkei, Goddess of Victory, because when I saw this, I couldn't believe my own two eyes.
You want to go to a cafe and have sandwiches? Thanks, but I'll pass.
Can we have a replay, please?
You want to go to a cafe and have sandwiches? Thanks, but I'll pass.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
The Fatal Frame games have garnered quite the cult status. I've never played them. I was meant to a long time ago, but just never got round to doing that. So what a shame, but after seeing what I saw today, I'm more inclined to give these games a try. But have a look here, folks. It is pretty telling, and I'm going to go into the trailer in a minute, but just to give you a quick snippet. So that is the original designs on top, and you can kind of tell where they're going. I think the character here is meant to be at least 17, but other Fatal Frame games have the characters aged at 23 and 17 again. And so we can see clearly there's a bit of cleavage on show. This is a teenage character, but for the modern day remake, she's more of a, not even a TikTok influencer, more covered up, more, I suppose it is censored. Very pretty face. They still retain that. So we appreciate the graphical upgrade here. But as Pirate Nation has retweeted here from Annie T Mood, what they'll take away from you. And this, of course, like I'm an expert on Fatal Frame, is from Blackwater. That is the character design in her various outfits, and it looks very tasteful. As I've heard, the games are tasteful. Now, on the Koei Tecmo Europe website, folks, it states the following: that the Crimson Butterfly 2 remake will feature a complete overhaul of the original game, including its graphics and audio enhancements. So the camera obscura that you use as the character in the game will show you a more nuanced, more safer, more centered version, because apparently the original versions were very problematic. It's so absurd that they can actually release this game in a new way, a new modern uptake, and again, it's going to sell, isn't it? But except some people have said, can you release it as a physical edition, please? We don't want a downloadable version, which I think is a fair thing to say, because again, video games that you buy these days, how many of them are actually burnt on the disc? And for that answer, folks, please leave your comments below and let me know.
There was a village here that disappeared during a festival.
I mean, very pretty face, right? You can't say that's been tarnished. Looks really good.
Do you think this is... What happened?
The ritual will begin soon.
Everyone's dead. Mia, Moon, Street.
Very attractive face. She's a teenage protagonist, but I guess people at Koei Tecmo find the glamorization. And this, ladies and gentlemen, as you know already, is the Nintendo Wii version of Fatal Frame 2014. Look at that, beautiful enhanced visuals. It's not about gooning for gooning's sake. That's more in line with mature video games. But right here, just look at that. The beauty, the precision just looks amazing, right? But apparently with the new remake, Crimson Butterfly, that is an issue. I mean, look at this, folks. She's wearing quite a revealing dress. I mean, revealing in the sense that it's not really showing much, but you can use your imagination. But somebody at Koei Tecmo just thought this is problematic. Again, it's the Online Safety Act. That's what actually caused all of this ripple to go straight through our entertainment, folks. We can't enjoy attractiveness. I wouldn't even say the phrase sexy anymore. It's to do with attractiveness. If you're a biological woman in a video game made up of millions of polygons, you are still the problem.
Now we can see if anything comes to pay us a visit. Rui!
I need to go back to Mount Akami. Mother? Can you take me there?
But will we get this again from Western video game developers? Of course not, because don't forget, next week is Ghost of Yote starring Erika Ishii, everybody's favorite sexy symbol. Even this character with short hair looks very attractive.
She's beautiful.
I know, that's what I just said.
She looks sad too. You. Forgive me.
Dang, man. Never played the game, but it looks powerful from what I see there. Holy hell, man.
Sunrise isn't for another few hours.
Not sure if that song is a copyright song, but it sounds great. I mean, honestly, you just breeze through this trailer. It just looks incredible. Look at that. I don't know how this game sold. I'm pretty sure it did very, very well, but the never-ending censorship, folks, when it comes to even Japan teaming up with Europe and complying with a ridiculous thing called the Online Safety Act. I keep calling it the bill because I wish it were a bill, but there you go, folks. I mean, you have to wonder what is going on, right? Because it is no mere coincidence that all these remakes that are coming out have to be censored for a Western sensibility, which at this stage I have to say is very sterile, very putrid, and just gets very tiresome every time I see news like this breaking. It's kind of sad. We keep fighting the fight. Is it going to get us anywhere? Who knows? And then when we look at something like movies or television, well, it probably gets even more worse in that aspect on those arenas. But without further ado, folks, if you ended up enjoying my video today, make sure you give it a like, smash that subscribe button, and I will catch you catching me for the return of the next video.